All right, today's video should be a quick one. What we're going to do is make a small little monogram Christmas ornament that I realized I should have done before the interlocking tree, but we'll go ahead and do it today. So, new document. I'll start off with a circle tool. Click to establish our circle. We'll come out here and we'll make our circle 3 inches in diameter. Hit enter and say OK to check that in. Now what we want to do is offset that inwards. We're going to grab the offset tool, click on our circle, right click to confirm. We're going to offset that inward 1/4 of an inch. We'll say OK. That gives us our border around the outside. Text is next. Type in your letter here that you want to put. I'm going to bring it over here, put it in the center. It's OK to check it in. And then we'll come back over here and click on the letter again. Now to scroll through your font, if you click on the font and make it drop down here, if you click on one, then you can use the arrow keys to arrow through all the available fonts. Now for these monogram letters, I like these style letters here. I like to look for ones with a little thicker leg in them. Well, that one's not too bad, and I like to bold them just to make them a little bit thicker. Now that I got that there, I'm going to drag it out, make it a little bigger. I'll move it around, get it to snap to the center of the circle there, and then that actually looks pretty good, but you can resize it and bring it out and watch your dots until you get some overlap into your circle. Now remember, in order to do anything with text, we have to explode it first. So we'll come up here and hit explode, hit OK, and that will turn it into cut lines. And now we should be able to grab the trim tool up here and zoom in. We should be able to trim out the sections of the letter and the circle to open it up. And you may have more sections based on your letter that you choose, but go through and trim all those open. Now the last thing we need to do here is we got to put a ring up here for either a hook or a piece of ribbon or string. We're going to make this pretty small. We're going to click circle tool. I'm going to zoom in, and when you come over this, you will get that right there, that circle with the dot on it. That's the quadrant. That will put you directly above it. So we're going to click there. We're going to draw a circle, and we're going to come over here. I'm just going to make the circle 3/16 in diameter, 0.1875, and hit enter. That was on the radius, sorry. We'll make that diameter. Okay, so we drew our circle for our hole. All we're going to do is grab the offset tool. We're going to click on our circle, right click. Now, I got a 0.25 in, and you notice it's not offsetting the circle at all. If it's not, that's because it's right now, it's currently offsetting inward. If we check the reversed button over here, it will offset it outwards 1/4 of an inch. We're going to say OK. And then all we have to do is grab the trim tool and trim away the pieces of the circle here that we don't need. And we have our circle. Now I like to come in here and add a little fillet. So I'm going to hit the escape tool and click away. Click on my corner, hit the F key. I'm going to play with this, but I think about a 0.125 radius ought to look okay. We'll hit enter to give that. We'll grab that point, hit the F key, set a 0.125 radius, hit enter, and there we have our ornament ready to send over to cam. So we'll send it over the cam side. Don't forget to check all your lead-ins. This lead in here is a bad lead in. It's too close to this line. So we're going to click and drag it over a little bit, and we're going to drag the radius down and in to put it in the middle of this meat. Okay. We're going to check this one, and I like to take, because we're cutting a lot of circles, this lead in off the bottom, I like to put it up here on a quadrant, because if I put another circle beside this, it's going to give me room to nestle these in there a little bit tighter. Okay, so we got our lead ins. Our lead in looks good on that little circle up there. And remember, because we're exporting it to ProMotion Nest for my Westcott table with the ICNC controller on it, we want to make sure that the kerf is 0. If you're exporting this or running this through your cut side, you'll want to set your settings here and follow your procedures for your table. But for me, we're going to hit True Shape Nest, start nesting just to move it down into the corner by the 0, 0. Hit OK to check that in, and then we'll export our G code, take it to our table, and cut it out. Thanks for watching.